What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the Olight World YouTube channel. So recently we've seen a lot of activity on our social media talking about our compact weapon mounted lights, specifically the Baldr series. So in this video we are going to revisit the Baldr Mini, Baldr RL Mini, and the Baldr S, talk about the advantages and disadvantages of all three of these and how these might fit your setup.
But before we jump into this comparison, let's go ahead and give away a Baldr Mini. All you guys need to do to enter is subscribe to this channel, like this video, and leave us a comment below on what your favorite weapon mounted Olight is.
Now with that said, let's get into the details of these awesome lights and talk about how they might be the perfect compact weapon mounted light for you. Now the first thing we'll talk about is the obvious, and that is the performance of these lights. Now even the Baldr Mini and Baldr RL Mini have ridiculous performance for their size. Now these both have 600 lumens of white light, but also the craziest part about it is there's actually a laser integrated into the front reflector to increase your accuracy. Now that's actually really important on a concealed carry, because if you have to actually use your concealed carry, you're probably under heavy stress and your accuracy is going to take a hit because of that. So you need to have something that will help you out with that. So having a laser on your carry is actually a huge advantage and something really smart to do. Now the original Baldr Mini has a green laser, but then we came out with the Baldr RL Mini due to customer requests. A lot of people sometimes don't like the green, they'd rather go with the red, so we made it your choice on both of these depending on which one you would like. But again, in terms of the white light, it actually is the same, which is 600 lumens between the Baldr Mini and the Baldr RL Mini.
Now on the Baldr Mini with the green laser on and the white light combo, 600 lumens is still going to run for 1 minute, and then it's going to drop down to 100 lumens for 29 minutes. But the Baldr RL Mini is actually going to run 600 lumens for 1 minute and 37 minutes after it drops down to 100 lumens with that red laser on.
The reason for that is because the red laser actually isn't as strong as the green laser. And that's not just for these Olight products. If you look at other products on the market like a red dot and a green dot version, the red dot version typically does have better run times than the green dot version, which is why some people actually do go with the red version instead of the green when they're purchasing things like a red dot laser, anything like that. Now after the green laser Baldr Mini and the Baldr RL Mini came out, we recently released, just a few months back, the Baldr S. Now the Baldr S is the slightly larger brother, it's just a hair longer, but it does have 200 extra lumens, and the run times actually are significantly better. Now this Baldr S only comes in the green laser version, but again, the green laser is stronger than the red, and since the run times are not compromised on this, it's really awesome. Now on top of that 200 lumen higher 800 lumen setting compared to the other Baldr Minis, it also has a really huge and awesome feature compared to those. And that is that you can actually access two different settings. Now with the Baldr Mini and the Baldr RL Mini, it has 600 lumens and then it will drop down to 100 lumens due to heat, but that's something that the light does itself. Now with the Baldr S, you can actually double tap the switch and you can go between the 800 lumen setting and the 100 lumen setting. So you can choose if you do high or low given the situation that you're in, the size of the room, whether you're indoors or outdoors, it's up to you. But that's a huge advantage with the Baldr S, that you can choose between the high and the low, whereas the Baldr Mini, Baldr RL Mini, you can't do that.
Now with that 100 lumen low mode, if the laser is on, it's going to run for 90 minutes. But if you're only using the white light and the laser is off, you're going to get 140 minutes of runtime.
Now I mentioned that the run times were significantly increased with the Baldr S, and that is 100% true. So here's an example. At 100 lumens on the Baldr S, you're going to have a 140-minute runtime. Now, that 100 lumens on the Baldr Mini lasts for 39 minutes. So you're getting 101 minutes higher of runtime at the same setting with the Baldr S compared to the Baldr Mini. That is wild, considering that this still can fit your subcompacts and it's only slightly longer than the Baldr Mini. So that 140 compared to the 39 is when the green laser is off. Now, if we go ahead and turn on the green laser with the Baldr S and the Baldr Mini, it's still super impressive. So on the Baldr Mini, it's going to last for 29 minutes with the green laser on and at 100 lumens. Whereas for the Baldr S with the green laser on and the 100 lumens, it's going to last for 90 minutes. So that's a whole extra hour of runtime with the laser on and at 100 lumens. Again, significantly better.
Now on the Baldr S, whether the laser is on or off and you're using that high 800 lumen setting, it does have a 3-stage drop down. So you'll go from 800 to 300 to 100 versus the other Baldr Mini series where you're going to go from 600 to 100. So you don't have that middle 300 lumen drop down, which again is just a really great upgrade with the Baldr S.
Now I know we've said a lot of information so far. Now to make it a little bit easier to understand, let's go to the tabletop and show you these lights up close. Let's do a quick size and performance comparison between the Baldr Mini right here on the top. We've got the Baldr RL Mini, which is literally the same as the Baldr Mini, except it has a red laser instead of a green. And then also we have the newer Baldr S right there at the bottom, which is obviously going to be different than these top two right here. So in terms of white light, for the Baldr Mini and the Baldr RL Mini, they're both going to have 600 lumens. Really impressive for the size, but slightly larger here on the Baldr S, and you're actually getting 200 more lumens at 800. So for this tiny little size difference right here, I think it's worth it for the extra 200 lumens. Now, speaking of size, the Baldr Mini and the Baldr RL Mini have 2.24 inches in length. So this from here to here is 2.24 inches. Now if we're looking at the Baldr S, it's 2.48 inches, okay? So you're looking at 0.24 inches larger, so you're looking at about a quarter of an inch longer on the Baldr S. In terms of weight for these, there is a slight variance, even though, you know, just holding it and having it on a firearm, you're not really gonna notice. But for the Baldr Mini here on the top, it is 3.07 ounces. If you look at the Baldr S right here at the bottom, it is 3.35 ounces. And what's interesting is even though the Baldr RL Mini is the same size as the Baldr Mini, it is slightly heavier at 3.21 ounces. So you got the lightest, second lightest, and then you have the heaviest as well. So the bottom line is for just a hair heavier and longer with the Baldr S, you're getting 200 extra lumens on that turbo, the ability to actually choose the 100 lumen setting, and it also has the reinforced mount right here with the dual screws, so you're getting a little bit more rigidity on the rail when you actually lock down this arm. So it is a really nice upgrade, guys, and definitely a nicer option compared to the Baldr Mini and Baldr RL Mini, unless you specifically do not like the increase in size right here and you prefer to just go with the 600 lumens and choose the smaller ones right here. Also keep in mind that the Baldr S is only currently in a green laser, so if you prefer a red laser, well then obviously you need to go with the Baldr RL Mini. So just a few things to keep in mind. Let's go ahead and show them on a firearm and show you the size difference there. So right here I have just a regular Glock 45. I did put a different trigger on there, but in terms of the frame and the slide and all of that, that is stock. So the Glock 45 does have a little bit longer grip, but it actually has the same barrel length, which is 4 inches compared to the Glock 19. I'd say this is one of the most popular pistols on the market and definitely something good to show you guys for a size comparison, since most people generally have these if they're into firearms. So here is the Baldr Mini. So I'm just going to put it on the rail like that. I'm going to push it back to the trigger guard, and then I'm going to lock it down like that. Very solid. looks really nice on this 4-inch barrel right there. And so you can see here, here's the very front, and then right here is the front of the light. So it's just barely back behind the front of the frame right here and the barrel. So it's just slightly shorter than the front, but it's nice to see that it's not protruding out or anything like that, which is something that you don't want for concealed carry, since a lot of people are carrying these due to it only having a 4-inch barrel. So now let me go ahead and show you the Baldr RL Mini, which is going to be actually the exact same size, but I'll show you anyways, just to prove my point. So there it is right there, guys. We have, again, just slightly shorter than the front of the frame and the barrel. And there is your Baldr RL Mini, exact same size as the Baldr Mini. Now, let me show you the difference here with the Baldr S. So Baldr S, again, goes on the same way, same mount. We'll just lock it down, bring it back, and now you can see that it's actually right there at about the same length as the barrel. So if you get one of these Baldr S's and you have a 4-inch barrel, you got a compact like this, Glock 19, Smith & Wesson, M&P 2.0 compact, anything like that that's a 4-inch barrel, you'll be able to pretty much just have it be flush right there with the front, which is nice if you're doing appendix carry, anything like that, where you don't want something pushing into your leg when you sit down or anything like that. So it doesn't really increase the profile of the gun, which is nice, but you have an 800 lumen light with a green laser on your firearm. And I want to prove my point about the compatibility with these adjustable rail lights. The cool part about it is you can actually put them on subcompacts as long as they have a rail. And to prove that, let me go ahead and show it to you here. This is a 43X. The 43X doesn't even come with a rail. I actually have an external Recover tactical rail adapter on it. And even with that, all three of these fit. So I'm just gonna fit it up there, bring it back to the trigger guard, lock it down, and there you have a 600 lumen green laser Baldr Mini on a 43X. Now, some people are gonna say, why the heck would you do that? And I understand that. I'm just doing this to prove my point about compatibility with the Baldr series right here and subcompacts. So I'll go ahead, move this out of the way, and I'll even put the 800 lumen Baldr S on here as well. Bring it there, lock it down, and look, solid as a rock. So you got an 800 lumen light with a green laser on a 43X. I find that to be just absolutely wild that that's even possible, because with these Baldr series lights, this is the only way that this is possible, actually. So this is a very unique product in the marketplace, especially for the people who carry and want to have something actually super powerful and can increase your accuracy under stress on something concealed carry.
Now, we've talked a lot about the performances with these lights, so let's go ahead and bring you guys outside in the dark to show you what it actually looks like.
It's now the middle of the night and we are taking a look at the Baldr S's performance here on a brick wall that's about 20 to 25 feet in front of us. Right now we're at the 800 lumen setting and we do have the green laser on, which you can actually see pretty well here on the camera. Now I'm going to show you the coolest part about the Baldr S, and that is the fact that we can do a double tap and go down to a 100 lumen mode, which is something you cannot do on the previous Baldr Mini. And it's really nice to see this because the light that is surrounding the green dot is basically just lightly illuminating the surrounding area of that green dot. So all that's doing is just making the dot itself more accurate. And it's not killing my night vision. It's not blowing out my eyes. I think that 100 lumens with the really precise there, just bright green dot in the center is just absolutely perfect. Enough to illuminate what you're looking at and enough to make sure that what you're shining the dot at is what you want to be shining it at, and it will be accurate. So we'll go ahead and double tap again and just look how bright that 800 lumen setting is. Really nice hot spot. You got a nice spill going to the outer edge right there. So I'm just real happy with the performance here of this Baldr S. Another cool thing about this too is at that 100 lumen setting, it has a 140-minute runtime. Now the crazy part is the Baldr Mini right here, which I just flipped to, you can't even flip to the 100 lumen setting. So the way that you go to the 100 lumen setting on the Baldr Mini is to simply just leave it on at 600 lumens until it eventually drops down to 100 lumens. And then at that 100 lumen setting, it only has a 39-minute runtime. So you're looking at over 100 minutes longer at that 100 lumen setting on the Baldr S, and you can actually choose to go to the 100 lumen setting, whereas on the Baldr Mini, you basically just kind of have to wait around for a while until it eventually drops down to the 100 lumens, but your only bet is to use it right here at the 600 lumens. So I'm a big fan of this 100 lumen setting, and the fact that you can choose it, and the fact that it lasts for over 100 minutes longer than the Baldr Mini. Double tap to go back up to the 800 lumen setting, and I love how you can just go back and forth. The Baldr S also still has the momentary and constant on, and it does have ambidextrous switches, so if you're a lefty or a righty, it doesn't matter. It's the same switch on both sides. So really, really cool looking here. I'm a big fan of the Baldr S's extended runtimes, brighter turbo mode, and the fact that you can flip down to that 100 lumen setting. This is absolutely an upgrade over the Baldr Mini.
Guys, thank you so much for checking out this quick refresh on the compact Baldr series weapon lights.
We talked about all of the specs, we showed the performance outside, we showed the compatibility on some popular firearms, so hopefully this video will help you understand more about these lights and help you choose which one fits your setup the best. Now keep in mind, we also have some larger full-sized weapon lights as well that you can check out on our website, olightstore.com, in the description down below.
But before you guys head over to the website to check out everything that we have there for you, don't forget we're giving away a Baldr Mini in this video. Again, all you need to do to enter is subscribe to this channel, like this video, and leave us a comment below on what your favorite weapon-mounted light from Olight is.
I think it's awesome that we have something with this unbelievable performance and built-in lasers that you can actually fit on your compacts and subcompacts, and it's still easy and comfortable to carry, even appendix style. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you are pumped up about these awesome, super unique weapon lights. Check them out at the website link down below. We'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.